its rose-tinted cleft, and dark lotus seed paste oozed out. "I always get a kick out of these," she confided. "Don't you think they look like blushing butts filled with—" That set me giggling too. A fine way for two women in their early 30s to behave. Truth be told, I might have drunk my champagne too quickly as well. You'd understand why, after sharing a sisterly moment such as this, I'd be baffled that Estella would want to kill me, or any of us, or, for that matter, herself. I think that's why I'm not as angry as I probably should be. If she'd poisoned us all and spared her own life, it would have been unforgivable. But no. She wanted us dead, and she wanted herself dead. And now, only I am alive. If you can call it that. It seems like ages ago that I learned I was the only survivor. It's hard to keep track of time in my condition, so I can't provide an exact hour or date. But it was after I'd woken up, gasping into emptiness, and screamed and nobody came. It was after the footsteps eventually arrived, and ignoring my cries for help, someone readjusted my body, tinkered with the beeping thing at my side, and departed. It was an eternity after that, an endless cycle of being awake and terrified, of calling out in vain to whoever shifted me and rustled around my prone body, punctuated by bouts of exhausted sleep. It was even after I'd stopped calling out at all. They couldn't hear me. I finally came to terms with that. I found out what Estella had done only when two women came in and, while attending to me, began to talk to each other. I hadn't heard voices for so long that my ears didn't comprehend at first what they were saying. Gradually, words began to form out of the babble. "Estella Wirono, granddaughter of the Chinese tycoon Irwan Sulinado. Put it in a shark's fin soup. The footage was all over the news." "How many were poisoned?" "Around 300.
"How many survivors?"
"Only one."
"A shame,"
the second voice said sorrowfully. Then they left me to my desolation. Estella's apology, her dying words, made sense after that. The chaos of the evening flooded back to me. The shrieking of the first victims as they began to choke and twitch, to retch and collapse, followed by a different sort of cry. The belated realization that one's life is about to end. The hotel ballroom spinning madly, guests staggering to their feet, trailing tablecloths in clenched fists. Wineglasses and plates of Peking duck crashing to the black and gold carpeted floor. Gary Sukamto trying to control unwieldy fingers long enough to dial a number on his mobile phone. Leonard's mother, convulsing on her knees, attempting to pray. Our cousin Marina crawling feebly toward one of the exits, sobbing with fear, the front of her evening gown drenched in vomit. The tiny bodies littered around the children's table, their nannies desperately trying to wake them up. I remember turning to my grandfather's table and seeing the birthday boy lying limp in his chair. My step-grandmother slumped in his lap, her powdered, chubby face crushed against his crotch. That was when I lost myself in my own shaking and heaving. My cheek hit the ground, and there, Estella lay as well, twitching, watching me, us watching each other. She reached for me, her arm creeping across the carpet so slowly it was difficult to tell it was moving at all. I tried to say something, what I don't know, but it dribbled from the corner of my lips in a weak groan. Then she mouthed something. I didn't understand. She mouthed it again. "Forgive me."